Everybody, it's June 14th, 2021. Real bit of an update for some of you that might not know. I've been trading a funded trader account, doing one of those evaluations. It's called Lilu. Before I was doing that on my live account, I was experimenting with a system where I had 100 tick targets and 50 tick stop loss on the majority of my trades. And that risk reward ratio was working out pretty well. When I shifted to do this little evaluation, which is just kind of a challenge, my girlfriend wanted to do one, asked if I could do it. I said, I don't know. So I just, I'd never really tried one of these things before. I can't say I'm doing that great, but I'm still in there after a few weeks. So on this, I'm having more of a hybrid style since it has a trailing loss limit. And it actually trails your open profitable position, which I don't really care for. But so I'm scalping, I'm doing different things depending on what I'm seeing, as opposed to my live where they're almost all that 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. So here's my first trade. I waited till around 10. I'm trying to avoid the open on here because I've been taking some losses. And it's a scalp, kind of a little V 25 tick scalp. Try to move. I thought I'd go in on a little scalp. And I lost the 25 ticks on 2 contracts on my first trade. All right, second trade. We had a little momentum impulse wave down. Kind of have a little bit of an A-shaped second wave. I have a 100 tick target on this one. I thought that was reachable because you can see if you look at the 1-minute chart, we really don't have any support in the way. And I thought if there's some momentum coming in, it should be able to do that. I'm forwarding this a little bit. So at this point, I was up over 60 ticks and could have easily gotten back to even had I taken my profit there. Anyhow, I'm going to just forward this a little bit. Price started moving up. I got out at break even. So that trade was a scratch. Okay, a little bit later, I re-entered. I only had a 50 tick target and stop on this one. Seemed like it should be easy to hit. And you can see it was starting to move down. And then it started moving up against me pretty quickly. And that one obviously didn't work out. Okay, so I lost 2 trades. I was down minus 515. That is as much as I'm allowing myself to lose in one session. So that ended the Lilu trading day. And I'm not doing that great. I've only got about $700 more I can lose before the little experiment is over. So will I do it? It's not looking too good at this point, but who knows? Okay, so by now it was about 10:25. I had already switched back over to my live account, which I am doing, like I said, the 100 tick target, 50 tick stop loss system. And I got into a trade. It looked like on my 1-minute and 2-minute that we were in a little bit of a downward trend. And again, not a lot of support down here. But what happened, and I'm going to scroll through this a little, we got into a bit of a consolidation. And it just didn't look good for a while. But on this system, I'm pretty stubborn. I don't get out just because things are looking lousy, because I've seen things just bounce around and suddenly take off. So I stayed in this trade, and you can see it starts moving down pretty good. At this point, I'm up about 45, 50 ticks. And I'm going to be honest, there was someone at the door. It was a appliance repair guy, and I left the trade going. I didn't even watch it. I just said, set and forget. And it looks good. Should be able to easily hit the target. Well, as you can see, and I just skipped forward a little, and I wasn't watching any of this, guys. Okay, so I'm not really watching any of this happen, or I would have probably gotten out here. And just skipping through this trade a little. And it pops back up. So this is a little thing, as much as it's good on some of these longer target things to set and forget, not a good idea to just walk away and not watch the trade. Alright, so first trade on the live account was also a loser of 50 ticks with 2 contracts. Okay, so I took one more trade, waited for a little pullback to here, got in on a V. This was a 100 tick target, and really it was kind of asking a lot this time of the day, especially with the kind of consolidated price moment we were in. I'm going to scroll through this, but I was in this trade over 45 minutes, which is an eternity for me to hold a trade. And it started taking off a little bit here. Okay, so by 11:20, here's where we were. I had broken my trade even by now. Still hanging in there. This is 43 minutes after I entered, and it's having some trouble getting up to that 100 tick target, but I was being pretty stubborn. And there it started moving up again. And many times during this trade I just wanted to take profit and get out, but I was kind of determined to get at least, right around 100. And we were getting up close to 12, and you can see we're right there, 95, 96. I'm ready to close this out if it starts moving down. And I got pretty close to 100, like 98 ticks, 99 ticks. So nothing great, but a small winning day on the live account, and of course a losing day on the Lilu. So just thought I would give a little update how things are going, and that's it.